What's up, guys? Welcome back to Deck Tech for Decks. I'm your host, Caleb. If you want to support me, you can always use that TCGplayer link in the description down below. Follow me on Patreon, or you can just like, comment, and subscribe. Additionally, I have recently made it my goal to be one of the top 10 brewers on Moxfield, so if you can help me out with that, that would be amazing. Now, let's get into today's Deck Tech, or sorry, not Deck Tech, Force of Habit, Precon upgrade with Virtue and Valor. And honestly, this is not a terrible deck outside of the Precon, right? There's just a lot of cards we could add that make it so much better, like Light Paws, right? That way we're searching up those auras that are really busted to put on our creatures, and then, you know, like Nyx Bloom Behemoth, a casual 10/10 that can give itself indestructible. They're just missing those bombs that you really want to enchant to go ahead and catapult off. So like I said, it's not a terrible Precon out of the box, but we can make it so much better. Additionally, some people got confused on where the cuts were last time. The cuts are in the Moxfield link. Just make sure to sort it and you'll see what I cut, what I added, and hey, I threw in some spice at the end, some non-budget Precon upgrades that are gonna really buff this deck up. So let's get into it. Yenna, 100% this girl should have been in the Precon as the backup commander, if not the commander. She's going to be a solid way to make sure all of our creatures are enchanted because she's going to untap herself if we copy an aura. The only thing is you can only copy one aura because once there's, you know, two of the same name, her ability won't work on it. Also wanted more bombs to enchant, like Nylia's Colossus. This guy's going to get massive and start one-shotting people. As long as we can cast enough enchantments or enough enchantments into the battlefield, this guy's going to be a lethal threat really fast. Nyxborn Behemoth, another no-brainer for me. Not only is this guy easy to enchant with those aura cards because he can make himself indestructible, he's also just massive and has a way to reduce his cost drastically. Light Paws, super budget, super impactful. You can tutor up those aura cards pretty easily with this girl, and she's another solid body we can start enchanting and just start going at people's faces. Sithis, Elvish Archivist, and Mesa Enchantress are going to be solid card draw options. If there's anything Selesnya Enchantments does really well, it's draw a lot of cards, so we're just going to be adding to that. Herald of the Pantheon is going to add to our ramp package, just lowering the cost of all those enchantments. I like Sigil of the Empty Throne here because 4/4 White Angels are going to be solid creatures to start enchanting with auras, and again, that can just make a super wide board state super fast. Sword of Hearth and Home. I like this card because it can blink our commander, giving us more aura tokens, making it to where we can enchant more of our creatures while also being solid ramp. Boon of the Spirit Realm, another solid card that can buff our entire board state of massive creatures, right? Rancor also seems like a no-brainer here, just a solid aura that just comes out onto the battlefield, gives something trample, and then it can easily go back to our hand whenever that thing dies. Darksteel Mutations, getting removal, putting this on someone's commander is absolutely backbreaking, so it's definitely going to be a good option for that. And then we have Beast Within. It's going to be a solid option to get rid of any permanent that's causing us issues on the table. If you guys wanted to add some non-budget includes, definitely the token doublers such as Anointed Processions, Parallel Lives could fit pretty good in this deck, but honestly, Calyx Guided by Fate is one of the best upgrades you can put in this deck. Not only does he buff himself as well as other creatures in the deck, he can go ahead and create token copies of those auras, token copies of your enchantments. This guy's definitely going to be one of the best upgrades, but he is a little bit pricier, so I did decide to put him at the end of the video. That's going to do it for all the deck tech upgrades, guys. If you want to see what I cut from the deck, go head down to that Moxfield link. Make sure you sort it by tags and it'll show what I added, it'll show what I cut, and I sorted the deck out a little bit. With that being said, don't forget to follow me on Moxfield. Have a nice day, and I hope this helped you in your deck building endeavors.